The evidence is really clear that there are a whole range of benefits. And again, we should focus on the positive sides of this, because I think that's what the Mediterranean diet teaches us. There's a huge number of positive nutrients within the Mediterranean diet. So I think that's one of the things to really outline.
We're friends for dinner, and they said, "You're Italian. We made manicotti for dinner." I didn't know what they meant, and I've never had that.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. He said, "What do you mean you've never had manicotti?" They brought it out, and I said, "Oh, the monogot."
Yeah.
And it was the monogot. It's not. You always have to add that preposition, right? Yeah. It's the diddlings. It's the regat.
Mediterranean style diet varies around the world because we have a dynamic culture. It's a dynamic world, and most of the Mediterranean style diet is also related to accessibility of food and quality of food. And many of the areas of the world that really have the greatest incidence of non-communicable diseases actually do not have access to the food that we're talking about. So we need to be sure that the population at the highest risk of all risks, of course, should have access to the food.
And it's a phenomenally prideful thing. But it's like there's no back seat for the heritage of Italian Americans and coming to this country and what they've done and all that other sort of stuff. So it's like, I mean, I'll never match the pirate, but it's a neat, prideful thing.
Italy is a fair trade partner, and that's one of the reasons why I think making sure those close trade ties without tariffs that disrupt it are extremely important.
That influence has extended over 250 years, not only in our founding documents, but in the things that we have come to expect about the U.S.-Italy relationship, our art, our culture, our cuisine. I mean, it was Thomas Jefferson who was the first person to serve macaroni in the White House when he was president. He had never traveled to Italy, but he had an Italian chef at Monticello.